Hey everybody, welcome back to Blue Collar Whiskey Drinkers. I'm Cody,
I'm Robbie.
and on this episode, we're going to be doing George Dickel Bourbon. So this is what it looks like here, everybody.
Right
And
there.
so this bottle, we did a poll on our Instagram, and it actually won over ammunition rye. But we do want to do ammunition rye coming up here soon in the next few months.
Yeah.
But anyways, George Dickel 8-year bourbon. Um, 45% alcohol, and it's about $30, give or take, a little bit of change either direction. So,
Yeah.
um, a lot of people don't like George Dickel, but I think I haven't had a bad product of theirs. I haven't had all their products, but
Yeah,
um,
no, thinking back to their last one, that one was pretty good. And
the rye we did with Kelsey,
yeah, yeah, her
it was all right.
listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like the best, but it wasn't terrible. Um, we did, what cocktail did we do with that specialty?
Ooh, that one was really good. Cascade Hollow Punch or something like that. Wasn't it like that? Something?
Yeah, it was something like that.
It had mint leaves, like raspberries, and you muddle them.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it was good though. It was really good. But so I'm pretty excited. This bottle is kind of unique. Actually, me and Robbie were talking about this before. It actually has the calories per serving on here, which is funny. I've never seen that before in any other whiskey. They
Yeah.
have serving size 1.5 ounce, and it's 111 calories for that 1.5 ounce. So kind of gives you an idea of how much you can intake with calories through the night just by drinking alcohol.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
Kind of cool. I didn't realize how much we were actually drinking sometimes,
Oh,
calories
man,
wise.
we added
Kind
it
of
up.
funny.
We were having to, gosh, close to
Plus
1,200
the
calories a night with the cocktails, Coke, things like that. And sometimes we go back to make a second cocktail. So you add that
yeah,
simple syrup up. You could have the two shots. Um, Adds up quick. You don't realize it.
yeah, totally. It's funny how fast it can add up, but hey man, we're cutting back. We're only doing two parts now per episode, but you know we'll still post the full combined episodes, but they'll be two-parters, so you'll see us in different clothes for part of the episodes.
So, all right. So I'm gonna kind of go back to the beginning on George Dickel. Um, 1870 was the beginning of this. Born 40 years after signing the Declaration of Independence. Wow. George Dickel was established Nashville merchant. When he entered the whiskey business, Dickel grew his reputation for selling the smoothest, most mellow spirits in the region. Thus, G, Geo A. Dickel was born. Geo A. Dickel Company was born when Cascade Hollow opened 1878. Um, Neighboring Coffee County, George Dickel bought a large share. Mellow Moonlight, born from a belief that whiskey made in the winter months produced a mellower sip. Our liquids were also chilled to 40 degrees before charcoal filtering for smooth yet complex taste. So I remember going over a little bit of that last time
Yeah,
we went over this whiskey, and also the head distiller there, or general manager distiller Nicole Austin.
yeah,
We did discuss her. She joined the team back in 2018, and she has definitely been an instrumental part with to George Dickel and the brand growing. Honestly, um, I would really say it's been those past few years, probably 2019, 2020, really, whenever I started seeing more George Dickel, and I didn't really notice it before. And I don't know how much she has into like labeling and stuff, but I do gotta
Yeah, I
say it's a
agree.
pretty cool label.
Yeah, I like this label. The black and the gold. It looks pretty good. I'm
So,
happy with
which
that,
all
man.
in all, I think they probably got a better team in there. Seems like it anyway. And honestly, I'm pretty excited to try this one. I have high expectations for it. So, um, yeah.
Ah, don't get crazy. Don't get crazy.
Hey, I wanted to do ammunition.
Oh, we both do. We really enjoy that ride, but I was like,
Yeah,
oh man, I was like,
we
come
just
on,
did
man.
the other one.
We just we just did the other bourbon, but their bourbon. But I was like, kind of hoping that we would get a few more votes because it was so close at the end there. But
Yeah.
um,
Well, and you know, it all
all
plays
right,
out. We're gonna have some time to do some ryes here coming up. So I was just actually looking over some whiskeys this evening. Like we have that Santan rye. We
oh
still
yeah,
so
very
all
sweet.
right.
Got a really
Yeah,
sweet smell to it.
it's not
Little
harsh on the nose at all.
no, a lot of caramel.
Ooh, I get a little cinnamon in that.
Yeah,
Is that cinnamon? Is that what I'm thinking? What is that?
it's
That's not cinnamon. It's like a peppermint.
yeah, little peppery, little cinnamon, maybe mixed with a little bit of
Is that,
uh, little oak, and then
maybe it is cinnamon. I don't know.
you get the caramel.
Yeah, I'm getting I get a sweet note, but then there's that like I don't know what it is. It
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of a mixture of like cinnamon and peppermint or something. Some kind of mint, I guess.
All right, man. Cheers.
I like it.
Same.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Got a good color too.
Oh yeah. Definitely looks more amber in your lighting versus
Right.
mine.
Oh
But
yeah. That's probably just the lighting,
definitely
but
definitely good color. Like in my lighting this thing looks gold. So it's kind of fitting with the bottle.
yeah.
Um
Tastes pretty good. Very nice bourbon for sure. Um,
I feel
sweet.
like
It's got
the
a.
charcoal comes through.
What do you mean, like the taste of the charcoal?
Just like a little, it's not like strong, it's just like a hint of it. Like that flavor you may get on a charcoal barbecue, that like cooking something.
Mm-hmm.
Just that unique flavor that it gets.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah. At the
that.
end. At the
Yeah.
end. Yeah, yeah. I get
Ooh,
that.
I really like the smell of it with the water droplets. It really opened it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely cinnamon. I'm picking it up now. So
Oh yeah. Something. Hmm.
I would love to see what Kelsey thought on it.
Yeah.
She'd probably be actually pinpoint the actual spice.
A little bit of baking spice, I feel like.
Think so? Oh no,
Ooh,
I like it.
I like it.
Honestly, you know what it really does remind me of like the holidays, the smell. It like that
Yeah.
holiday times. So, well, cheers.
Cheers.
Very smooth with the water droplets. I love the aftertaste it leaves. Kind of lingers. You got that
You know,
without the water droplets, but it kind of sits a little bit better with the water droplets.
Yeah, it has a good finish. It has a good
Oh, yeah.
mouthfeel and finish. It's so soothing, and you know, it continues for a while,
Yeah.
which is nice. So it doesn't just end like some whiskeys do, you know?
Ooh. Honestly, I could smell this all night. This is good. I like it.
Yeah, it's getting better as it sits in the glass. It's definitely getting better. I noticed a lot of whiskeys do that. You let it sit in there for a little bit, and it will tend to get better.
I poured a little bit in a glass earlier whenever I was taking pictures
Mm.
for it. And so I'm going to drink that. It's been sitting there for
Mm.
7 hours
Oh wow,
open
it's
in the
gonna be.
glass. So
You gotta tell me how that smells. Probably
I
smells
honestly,
great.
I'll probably bring it in whenever we do Coke and just set it up here.
Yeah.
Um, that's a bummer. I was going to make an old fashioned and I can't. I was like, I don't know why I was thinking I could make an
At
old
least,
fashioned. I was
at least
just,
not with this whiskey. You could try it with something
yeah.
else. But
Yeah, which I got some High West and what else do I go over there? Oh man, actually, I may pour that homemade stuff just to neat. Man,
yeah.
last night trying it, it was so good. I was talking to Joe about it, and he's getting me another bottle, so I may end up finishing it. So we
uh,
actually went over to Joe's tonight for dinner.
nice. That's cool. What'd you guys eat?
Fish tacos.
Oh, nice.
Oh
I'd be
wow!
down for some fish tacos.
You know what this? Not by taste or anything,
Mm.
but how it is going down and uh, is Legion. You know how Legion gets better as you drink it? This kind of reminds me of that. Just gets better as you drink it.
Yeah, yeah, it's getting better.
Like I just
Um,
poured a little bit more in, and wow.
it's a pretty good neat whiskey. Not bad. Good job, George Dickel.
Yeah, I
the
enjoyed that.
freaking name, man, George Dickel. I always when people I tell people about like George Dickel, they're always like, "What?
Yeah,
George Dickel?" I'm like, "Yeah." Even it's funny. Uh, oh, this is also Robbie. I wanted to say it's in the 2.3 category. So for the proof and the price, so in the blue collar
yeah,
category. So it's got some
yeah.
stiff competition in that
Very
category.
stiff.
So
I was actually just looking over that before we got started, and it's going up against Four Roses, Buffalo Trace, 1792, stuff like that. There's quite a bit that we have in this category.
yeah.
So heck, even the Santan bourbons in this category.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Um,
Well, we'll have to see how it compares. All right, man. You ready to score this thing?
yeah, I
I'm
already wrote
ready,
down my
dude.
score, so
Uh,
there you go.
so after thinking about it a little bit, I think it's a solid 4. Um,
Yeah,
nothing. I mean, it wasn't like anything crazy special. It's really sweet. It's nice. It's got a nice finish. It doesn't uh, doesn't drop off too fast. It's
right.
consistent. So I think a 4 is a good score.
I definitely agree with you. I wrote down a 4 as well. I think just like you said, the finish really carried this for it though. It just I don't know. The finish is what brought it out for me.
Yeah.
If the finish wasn't there, I would definitely say it's a little bit less, probably 3.8. Great flavor, love the smell. Um, just all around, it's a pretty good bottle. It's not the best, but it's by far not even the worst. It is definitely one of the better
That's
whiskeys you
good.
could buy. Uh, it's
Yeah, at this
a
price
4 is a
point.
solid score. So And so you guys know this is the 2.3 category. We're going to be comparing this to ammunition, larceny, Buffalo Trace, Four Roses.
Yeah.
It's Elijah Craig's in this category. There's a lot. And honestly, I do believe this is definitely better than Buffalo Trace. I think Buffalo Trace is one of the more overrated bourbons out there. I like it. I just, I don't get the hype behind it. I really don't. So
Yeah, I think what do we score Buffalo Trace 3.8 or something.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little above that, but I'd have to really know for sure. I'd have to do like a blind, but
I honestly, what we should do, because we have a lot at that 3.8. We got Santam, we got Buffalo Trace. Um, there's a couple others, Bullets in there. I think Bullet is definitely lesser than Buffalo Trace as far as neat goes.
oh
So
yeah, totally. That one fell off
um,
like
I would
hard.
definitely like, uh, honestly, since we have so many in this category, and especially with all right around that area, I would love to get like 5 whiskeys together and just blind taste test, and honestly throw in one like ammunition that is we scored pretty high, just so we could really see.
Yeah,
So
something to do in the future for sure.
definitely,
Uh,
definitely be fun. And who knows? Maybe I'll be surprised, and Buffalo Trace is better than what I think. But I definitely, yeah, I don't think it is. I think it's a solid 3.8. I do think that's one that's probably going to stay the same. Well, we probably have like a couple others. Yeah, I think even American Bourbon probably dropped down 3.6, and then you got um,
yeah, I think
Bullet. I think probably drops down too, big time.
yeah, I think so.
We
But
we were fairly young into our whiskey review when we reviewed those, so
yeah, for sure, that's true. We were pretty new at it, but I think I think it's a solid, neat sipping whiskey so far. Sweet, if you
oh
like
yeah,
that sweet, a little bit of sweet to the end and on the nose, and that caramel, you know, smell to it, and you were
yeah. It's
saying
like a Carmen
cinnamon even.
cinnamon. Yeah,
Um,
it
it's a
has a
good one.
very holiday smell to it.
Yeah,
So it
yeah,
definitely
I get
reminds me
that.
of the holidays.
Alrighty, man, I'm ready to try this thing in some Coke.
Yeah,
What about
me
you?
too. Let's go pour it. Let's see how this thing does. We'll be right
All
back.
right.
All right, everybody, we're back. Got our whiskey and Coke here,
Yeah.
and very frothy. That's kind of my initial take on it.
Yeah, dude,
This
same.
is still foamy. Um, looks good though. So the
All right,
whiskey
man.
smell kind of really came through. Cheers.
Oh yeah. Cheers, dude.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Mm, that's good. That's real good. I like that one. Got that nice
Yeah,
bourbon.
it does.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Another sip here.
still get a little bit of the Coke flavor, but I do feel like the Coke got flat a little bit. Not too much. It's just like some
Yeah, a
that
little.
we've had have gotten really flat. But I tasted on this one. It's just a little flat, and it's
Yeah, a
just
little
surprised me
flat.
because of how frothy it was. So I was expecting. Usually the frothiness I've come to is a good mix of whiskey. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but so far so good.
I think it tastes really good, but yeah, I noticed a little on maybe the carbonation's a little not
Yeah, it definitely
as
dampened the
much.
carb.
Yeah.
Um, so whenever I went in there to make it, I so I had keep the Coke down on the bottom in the pantry.
Uh,
So I opened it up. I don't see it. And I'm like, oh shit, did Michaela drink the last Coke? I had one left. I was
Oh,
using it.
jeez.
And so I was like, it was like panic mode. I was like, oh fuck. I go to the fridge. Nothing's in there. And I was like, there's no way she drank this full Coke. So I go back to the pantry. I'm like looking. And usually I just wouldn't even, I think it was like my head turning. I caught it and she moved it up to like the middle shelf. And I was like, and it was just one. So I bet she looked down and was like, oh, I'll just put it up here. And
Yeah.
it was just panic. I was like, oh, fuck. I don't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
Coke to do this episode.
Oh my gosh.
I was
I
about to
hate
be
that.
like, come back, hey, stop making it. I got to run to the store.
Oh my God. That would have been fucking funny.
Oh, I would have been so mad. But nope.
Oh,
Crisis averted.
I would probably have just told you we'll do it on the rocks or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we would have had to. But I was like sheer panic for probably a minute. So it
Bad
wasn't
though.
where I left it. So
You can see all the froth in my cup, like
yeah,
on the
no,
sides.
same with mine, dude.
Oh no, maybe we'll have to pour it again. Maybe do that one trick where with
Yeah.
the spoon thing. Pour it down the spoon or whatever.
I may do that because I got plenty of
Because
Coke
mine's
left. So.
not that bad. Like the
No,
froth
it's
is
not.
like the carbonation's not. It's like I did notice a little bit of a less, but it's not like extreme like some of those ones we've had.
Oh no, yeah, it's definitely not extreme. I just noticed it was slightly flat, and I think I just thought with how frothy it was going to be, have more carbonation to it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I get you. I for sure get that.
so I think it just took me by surprise on how it was flat. But honestly, great bourbon taste. A lot of the
Yeah.
flavors held up. So I'm enjoying this. This is a pretty decent whiskey and Coke.
Yeah, dude. I think it's pretty solid in the whiskey Coke. It blends well. You taste
Yeah.
the bourbon. You also it doesn't get overpowered by the Coke, but it also like has that good blend. There's some whiskeys that just don't blend well,
Yes.
taste funky, or you get like that real flat or just
Yeah.
not almost like dirty water. Remember
Yeah.
that
Oh man,
saying?
what
How
was
I
it?
don't oh my god. What was that whiskey? It was like dirty water when we
Gosh,
had it with Coke. I don't know. We'll have to look back, but there's
we
a
had
few
we've had a
that
couple. Rittenhouse Rise up there even.
yeah, you didn't like that.
No,
Way more than me.
honestly, that is one whiskey. Whenever we go back to review it, that is probably going down further. That is not a good whiskey and Coke. It is
Yeah.
that has to be one of the worst. So I don't like it.
I didn't think it was that
Gosh,
bad.
and the only reason why I bring
But it
up
wasn't
the
great. Yeah.
Rittenhouse, I still have some of that. I got to power through it. Like, and it's not
I still
bad
have
meat
it.
or anything, but every time I want to drink it or, I notice it is when I'm having a whiskey and Coke and I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking drinking
Yeah.
you. So it's just, and it's unfortunate because I have better whiskeys I can drink neat. So I grab those first.
Yeah. I do the same.
So,
Yeah, I got another pile up in my above my fridge.
yeah.
So like Rittenhouse and some other ones are just way in the back there, dude. I don't even see those anymore.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I think this is going to be nice having the whiskey shelves once I finally get everything situated officially. Because I'm going to keep like the whiskey shelves of what I'm drinking, right there. And
Yeah.
then anything that is good, I'm going to keep in the closet, kind of out of sight, out of mind kind of deal. That way I'm also not tempted to grab it when people are over. Like,
Yeah,
I
like the
always,
ones you need to save that you
yeah,
for another
I always,
episode, but don't, and then they're gone and can't do these blinds.
yeah, I know. It's like, I'm just always want to share a good whiskey with friends, and I I'm guilty of it, man. I give away fucking good whiskey. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this is good. And
Well,
I just need
a lot
to.
of your friends live right around, so you
No, I
see them
know
all
they're
the
right down
time.
the house or
I
right
wish
down
I
the
could,
street.
dude. I wish I could share my. I have so many whiskeys now that like I wish I could. Like I have buddies that come over and we drink whiskey, but I'm probably out of a lot of my friends, I would say I'm definitely the most whiskey drinker. So, uh, you know,
Yeah. No, I'm definitely the most whiskey drinker out of all my
but
friends by far.
my friends don't live and come by, on
Yeah.
every other day basis or anything like that. So,
Yeah. But it also Michaela's drinking old fashions now.
oh,
So
she is.
yeah, so she kind of started
Ah,
right before she got pregnant. She really loves Four Roses Old Fashioned, and pretty much the entire time she was pregnant, she was smelling it. She loved the smell of the old fashions,
that's
especially the
awesome.
way I make it with the orange flame.
Yeah.
As soon as she gave birth, it was that week.
Give me
She
an
was
old
like, "Can I
fashioned.
have an old fashioned?" I was like, "Yeah."
Oh
So
yeah.
made
Nice. That's cool.
so it's almost been once a week. She'll have one old fashioned a week. And that's like all she
Nice.
drinks. Like she likes wine and all that. Like she'll have that once in a blue moon, but it's like once a week or every other week she's like, "Oh, can you make me old fashioned?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So and she
Nice.
likes ammunition. She loves ammunition, old fashioned. Four Roses still is her favorite.
Hmm.
So yeah, even though I'm like, hey, American Prairie's, pretty damn good too. She likes it, but she's like Four Roses is better. So
I mean, I would have to agree with
and
her.
I think it's nah shit.
I agree.
Nah.
Oh, Robbie, you're hilarious. Oh man.
Anyways, yeah. So she
I think what did we give? We gave Four Roses like 4.6, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I think
actually
so.
I got that. It's
Pretty
up there.
sure.
It's just in that different category.
Yeah, but it's better.
Four
Maybe
point six.
4.5. Oh, okay.
Four
Yeah.
point six.
Yeah, dude, that's solid. Solid.
No,
That's what
it's very
that's what I chose for my wedding, everybody. So I had
mhm.
Four Roses for I guess I take that back. I had partly Four Roses and then I had Jim Beam for part of it.
Yeah. But
about
like
50,
Four
about 50,
Roses
50.
is such a honestly for the price, Four Roses is definitely up there.
Yeah,
Definitely. I'll agree with that. If you went strictly by price, yeah, I'd
it
go Four
wins.
Roses. Yeah,
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I agree with
because
that. Yeah.
I think for me, because I do like the American Prairie and I guess now High West Bourbon. Um, gosh, I'm so mad they changed that. Anyways, yeah, it
Yeah,
wins by price definitely
yeah.
because I'll agree. It's Four Roses personally may not be better, but it's
$20,
right
$35.
there. Exact or shit, $38 now.
Is it? Yeah. It keeps
Yeah,
going
and
up.
I
It
think
keeps going up.
yeah,
Yeah. You ready to review this thing, bro?
yeah,
Getting
I think
there.
I am. No, I'm good. Um, again, great whiskey. With Coke, flavor comes through. Great smell. I
Yeah.
noticed that the smell was pretty damn good. Like with the Coke. Um, Only drop off was that just slight flatness, but I think that was more expectation due to the frothiness. I thought it'd just be a little bit more carbonated. Overall, great,
Yeah.
blended well, great bourbon taste. Um, I'm bouncing between 4.0, 4.2. I'm just right in that range with this whiskey. Um,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to pinpoint. So,
Um,
what are you thinking?
yeah, I like it, man. I think it's good. I think it's I mean, I did get the little drop off in the carbonation, but I think overall it's worthy of a 4.2. I think it's,
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it's
I
right at
don't
the cusp.
disagree.
You know, I'll probably drink this in Coke tonight and see how it goes.
Yeah. No, I'll go up to a 4.2 because I was just bouncing around. And honestly, I think the only reason why I was going down to the 4 was that slight drop off with the flatness. But it was like so minute. It wasn't near as bad as a lot of whiskeys we've had. Um, and honestly, I think it was just expectation. That's why it was even a drop off with that. So
Yeah,
I'm
for
agreeing
sure.
with you. 4.2, very solid whiskey so far. This is definitely a huge difference from the other George Dickel.
Yeah, I mean that one, $20 to, but
Yeah, but
yeah,
a
this,
rye. This is a bourbon. Um, it's made in Tennessee, but it's a bourbon. So, nerd
pretty,
job. She's like,
yeah, pretty solid bourbon. It's good. It's good neat. It's good with Coke.
yeah.
Um, Solid scores, and can't wait to see what it scores in, old fashioned on the rocks. Shit, I don't know. I think this will do pretty good overall score.
Man, I was actually going to ask what are your predictions, and I was afraid to because I don't have a prediction right now with
I don't either.
old
I don't have any
fashioned.
predictions. I think it's going to be just an overall good whiskey. I don't think it's
I
going to be
feel
outstanding in any category. I think it's going to be just kind of like middle of the
okay.
road. I mean,
I'll fight back on.
at that four,
I c-
low four
yeah,
range. Um, you know,
I could see that happening, but just to fight back and you know try to make things interesting, I will say on the rocks will be its best way, and it's gonna be like it's gonna be up there. I think it's gonna be the only one that gets out of the low fours. I'm
yeah.
gonna
I mean,
I'm gonna give my prediction on that. We'll see.
I kind of think so. I kind of was thinking that earlier in my head. I was like, dude, this thing's probably going to be at least maybe better than neat, at least
Yeah,
in on the rocks. Just the way the vibe was that,
yeah,
because I mean, even you compared it to Legion. I mean,
yeah.
and Legion was
It's
like
better as you sip it.
Legion's better on the rocks than it is neat.
The
So
Legion's fucking great. God dang it! I need to buy that bottle more often.
I know.
We always
I
talk
got, I
about it.
got like two in the shelf of the old bottle, but I don't want to open
Dude,
them.
I got one on the shelf of the old bottle and I'm not touching it.
Yeah,
You have no idea. I've looked at it like, yeah, I could drink you, but I'm not going to.
I've done the same. All right,
So, all
everybody. We'll catch you on part two.
right, cheers, everybody. Hey, everybody, we're back. We have our George Dickel on the rocks here. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
looking pretty good color here, man.
great color, great smell
Great
right now.
smell. Oh yeah.
Wow. This has a really good smell. It's a very good smelling whiskey. So
Yeah.
the
Got my
cinnamon
nose in
comes
it.
out. Um, so yeah.
Yeah, very
Well,
cinnamony.
cheers.
Cheers. Mm, that's a good
A lot
finish.
of flavor, a lot of going on.
Yeah.
Um,
It's got a little bit of a brown sugar at the end.
yeah, you definitely you're definitely finding the brown sugar. I definitely pull that cinnamon taste
Yeah.
as far as my taste buds, but I see a little hint of the brown sugar. Um, honestly, that one
I like
almost
that.
tasted more smoky than what I remember it tasting on neat. So,
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah. It's good though.
oh, it is.
Really good. It's a nice
It's a
sweet
good.
bourbon.
Yeah, honestly, it's a good way to start off the week or weekend.
Definitely, dude.
First class. But yeah,
It's not chewing up the ice too bad.
no, that's one thing. And honestly, it's very even on this one. I'm not seeing it really chew it up like down below. You know how you get that where it just
Yeah, yeah. It's not too bad.
yeah.
I'm
Honestly, I do
surprised.
got to say the best part right now is the smell. The taste is great, but the smell is it's definitely improved from from the neat. And the neat was good. It just on the rocks. This is better as far as the smell goes.
I don't know. Maybe even I kind of like this on the rocks more than neat.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it.
Just right now.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see how
Um,
we'll see how it ends, but
Definitely.
it's pretty good so far. I'm glad it's a weekend,
Yeah.
man. It's been a long
Oh
week.
yeah, definitely,
You know,
dude. I was so happy it was the weekend. I've been holding off to drink until this moment, so I'm like, oh, thank God. But
to be
I
honest,
was
dude,
even
for the first time in a long time, I had a couple drinks before Friday, yesterday,
yeah.
just because of the week I've been having.
Oh
And
yeah. Well, you've been busting ass since Matt's out with a broken foot.
yeah, I know. It's it, it's funny though. I don't know. I instantly like regretted it, like drinking, not waiting to my normal. Uh,
Really?
yeah, I don't know why. I just I don't know. Well, for one, since I work so long and into the night,
Yeah.
I only had like 3 drinks, and I don't know. I felt it in the morning, but I think it's because like uh, I was kind of dehydrated, worked myself ragged, you know, and
Yeah.
just kind of ended up being just that too much, you know. Even though it's not too much normally, I can do more, way more than that, and not even feel it in the
Yeah.
morning. So back to this whiskey. So
Yep.
I already finished it.
Yeah. So did I.
Uh, it was good the whole time. I don't think. I mean, it might have like slowly got a little bit less watered down at the end, but it was it was pretty
Honestly,
good.
I have a pretty good ice cube left over in this.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah,
it didn't really melt that much.
yeah. Look
Like
at
it
that
didn't chew it up
big cube
too
right there.
bad. Uh, yeah, I'll let you finish what you were saying, but yeah, it's something with the ice. It didn't get watered down at all for me. Like it did
No,
a little bit, but it was
a
like
little bit at
not
the end,
noticeable at
maybe
all.
just a little bit. It was barely noticeable.
Yeah,
You know, a lot of whiskeys you notice it more. So
yeah,
this one
and
was
fast
actually,
too.
yeah, this one was actually decent the whole way through, and I liked the way it finished, even with it being in the ice. It had a nice finish to me,
It
and
did.
I think it's like right there, as good as neat, or even slightly better in the rock on the rocks. Like it's great. It's great.
Uh, yeah, I'll go ahead and say it. Like I thought it was definitely better than Neat. Neat's good, but I thought this was better, and it's it's right there, if not slightly better than Coke to me. Um, I really enjoyed this one on the rocks. The smell's great. It gave a nice warmness, even though it was nice and chilled. It was felt good. Finish was good. It didn't taste watered down. Didn't get too watered down at all. Didn't melt the ice. Nothing like that. So, um, yeah, I wrote down a 4.3.
Yeah, I would agree.
Um,
So that was easy. 4.3.
yeah. So 4.3. Um, so
Yeah.
so everybody knows, like, neat's not bad at all. 4.0, Coke 4.2, and honestly, this whiskey's just getting better as you move along with it, or, or go along with it. So I'm really excited to try the old fashioned next. Um,
Yeah, I know.
I will
After
say I was going to say my wife. She's the first one to actually try it. Um, I made her
in
an
the
old
old fashioned.
fashioned,
Yeah.
and the smell was phenomenal. That's all I just smelt it. She drank it. She loved it. Hers go to as far as old fashioned go is Four Roses, and for her to say this was as good, if not a little bit better, that's saying something, because I've given her our best ones, Russell 10 year, and it just wasn't for her. She said it was good. She just still liked Four Roses slightly better. So this one here for
Yeah.
her, and she's very new, definitely, to the whiskey game. So, um, yeah, that was just her opinion, which was kind of cool. But the smell for me,
Oh, that's super
just
cool
smelling it
though.
last week, was phenomenal. So I can't wait to make another one tonight. All right,
Alrighty.
well, we're gonna go make an old fashioned. We'll be right back.
All right. So we're back with our old fashioned here, George Dickel.
Yeah,
So George Dickel Bourbon, everybody, again. So we're gonna be trying it here with the old fashioned. Can't wait, man. It smells really good.
yeah.
Phew. Really good.
Damn. Cheers, man.
Cheers, man. Mm.
Okay.
That's um I remember you were saying Michaela said it had cinnamon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely does.
She definitely said it reminds her of the holidays. So
Hmm.
this may be the holiday old fashioned.
It's good.
It's very good. I
It's got
love
more
the
than
smell.
just it's got more than just cinnamon.
Oh, it
It's got a
does.
nice
But
it's got a nice finish too.
the whisk, like, honestly, the whiskey flavor just came through on this one, big
Yeah,
time.
it's solid, man. You know what's funny? I use the same ice cube.
Oh yeah, no, same here.
I didn't
So,
change it. I was like, dude, it's still
um,
good. It's still
I
golden.
actually, what I did was right when we got off, I threw it in the freezer real quick.
That's like one of the
So
first times that I've reused the ice cube for the old fashioned.
yeah,
Just because like normally I'm like, I want a new one, but this one was like not bad yet. So
no,
this is good. This is yummy. It's like a yummy old
yeah,
fashioned, you
it's
know?
it's it's just not a typical old fashioned.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's got,
Obviously, we made it like one, but it's like the cinnamon comes through, but the whole entire whiskey just comes through. Like,
it just smells good too.
smells good, tastes good. It is good. Shit.
Hmm. Yeah.
Again, I
George Dickel 8-year bourbon,
and
everybody.
maybe not even a holiday old fashioned, but like a fall winter old fashioned. This is it. It's nice and cold outside today. It's perfect.
Yeah, solid. It's, yeah, I like what Michaela was saying that it's more of like a fall or like, you know, that type
Yeah.
of
Well, she said
holiday.
holiday.
Well,
I'm
yeah, I mean,
saying fall
holiday, yeah.
winter.
Yeah,
But
holiday. That makes sense too. Holiday, you know.
yeah.
So
Um.
I finished this fucking thing.
So did I.
Um,
It's gone.
this was really good. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and review it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 4.4. I think it's the best way. Um, I loved it.
Yeah.
Old fashioned.
Yeah, we've already
Solid.
talked about it with the flavors. Very like not very cinnamony, but it has a cinnamon taste to it that comes out. Like it's there throughout the whiskey, but it really kind of comes out with the old fashioned. But the whiskey flavor is still there with this. Um, it's just, it's not your typical old fashioned as far as if you were comparing it to, I wouldn't even compare it to a Russell 10-year Regent American Prairie. Um, and I'll admit, I had Michaela compare it to the American Prairie because that's what I had. So I made myself an old fashioned,
Yeah.
and she liked it. She thought it was really good, but she still liked this and the Four Roses. But she did say this is like that holiday esque, and I gotta agree. I think it's like a fall winter old
Yeah.
fashioned,
Hmm.
but with how much whiskey comes through on this, I really like that. I get a lot of, other than the cinnamon, I get a lot of whiskey flavor. I get that feel that I'm drinking a whiskey. So
No, I agree. It's solid, man. It's a super good flavor. You get the whiskey through it, and
I'll let you.
it's close. I mean, it's close to 4.5. I mean, it's
Okay, so
4.4,
yeah,
4.5
I was right there,
ballpark.
4.4, 4.5, and I wrote down 4.5, and of course you say 4.4. So I will say this, or no, I will let you pick
I'll pick
4.4 or
I'll pick
4.5.
4.5 because Michaela loved it so much.
Okay, you
Yeah,
sure?
yeah, it's fine. I
Um,
mean,
it's
you're at a 4.5 and I'm at a 4.4, and
oh,
Michaela really liked it, and so 4.5, and we'll see what Kelsey thinks of it
yeah, no,
too.
Kelsey really has to try it.
Yeah, I'll make
You're
her.
supposed to make her one.
Well, she wasn't here. She wasn't here. So
Unacceptable.
yeah, no.
Um, but yeah, all around, this was a very solid whiskey, and it's unfortunate that Neat was the lowest scoring, but Neat was good.
It was
Like it
still
was a
good. Yeah,
yeah.
solid.
Um,
You know.
but this is that whiskey I would rather have on the rocks if I'm gonna pour some. Um, it was good with Coke, but if I'm gonna make up something, I'm definitely gonna make an old fashioned with it. It's
Yeah,
so
yeah, it's super good.
um, definitely ice and old fashioned for this. Definitely kicked it up just a little bit more.
But
Um,
they're all solid. I mean, this is
no,
overall.
they
This
all
is a
are. There's not a wrong way to drink this, really, if you think about it. This is a
yeah.
very solid whiskey.
Overall, it's
Um,
super solid scoring. So I don't know if you know what the score is overall yet, but
yeah, I got it for you.
um, George Dickel, it's one of those sleepers for everybody. I mean, some people don't like, I listen to, podcasts or YouTubers, and a lot of people don't really like George Dickel for some reason, but I don't know why. I guess it's maybe just a certain taste that some people don't like. They don't like the sweetness of it, maybe. I don't know. I kind of like it. I mean,
No, I really enjoy it.
I think it's solid. Um, Even the
I'm
rye
definitely
wasn't
gonna.
bad for $20. It was a decent rye for $20. So, and they got a bunch of different ones. They got two lower budget ones,
Yeah.
which I've never had, but they're like $20 each. And I would like to try those down the road here. Maybe versus Jack Daniels,
Yeah.
Tennessee, Tennessee whiskey battle. You know?
Um, yeah. Shit. I was just looking. Uh, there's actually quite a few Tennessee whiskeys out there. I should have took pictures
Oh
of them. I
yeah.
can't remember the name of some of these, but George Dickel, don't sleep on it. This one was a very solid whiskey. Definitely, I will say it took me by surprise. Neat, it was good. but then it just kept getting better and better. And I even said it when we did Coke, this may be another Legion-esque where it just gets better as you
Yeah,
drink it.
yeah, like it reminds you of that because Legion is
But
like that better kind of whiskey.
I will say Legion is better, but this is a very good whiskey. It's one
Yeah,
of
I
the
mean, you know what? I mean, Legion is better, but this is cheaper now, for sure. Legion's like $40 easily.
yeah, Legion for me, I was just looking at it was 39 something.
Yeah, for me
So
it's yeah, $40.
and this was
So,
38.
ooh man. So I
Yeah, 36.
I can get
So
this here. I think I picked it up for like $25, but that was a really good deal. It's normally like $30. So it's not that bad.
yeah, and we talked about that. That was 36 after tax. Yeah, I wrote that down. So
Yeah. It's in
um
that 30 to
anyway,
35 range.
yeah. So it's a few, I would say about $5 less for me anyway than Legion. All right, so I was going to say with overall, it is a 4.25.
Yeah.
So rounded up, a 4.3. Um, very solid. This is
That's high up there,
def-
man. It's one of our
it's
higher
definitely
ones.
high up there, especially looking at category. This is a very solid whiskey, guys.
This is
Don't look
probably the
past it.
highest scoring in that category.
Yeah, I
Or
was about to
close.
pull that up. Maybe on the overall,
Yeah.
you may be right.
It's definitely
Let's
close.
see.
Um,
Ammunition 4.3. Um,
I mean,
yeah,
shit, dude. I would say it's comparable. Um,
Larceny 4.3.
yeah.
Yeah, those are the two. Larceny and ammunition. I would say I would agree just because this just was getting better.
Yeah.
Ammunition was just consistent.
Yeah.
So
I
ammunition
would say
stayed
I would definitely say ammunition and Dickel
larceny.
are better than larceny.
Would you?
But yeah, larceny was I would say good. Um, but also larceny's cheaper than these two
Yeah,
by
we put price $25.
yeah.
So I think it
But
just barely made the 2.3 category.
yeah.
So
So it's I mean larceny's good for the budget. You know, it's good price.
and ammunition at the time of reviewing barely made the cut. I do know that. Now ammunition is like 38.99 for me. So
I don't know if it's changed for me though, but
yeah, it was like 34 something. It like just made the cut
I
for
think it's
2.3.
32.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So, but yeah, this is a very solid whiskey, guys. If you see George Dickel, do you have the bottle right there next to you? Show everybody. Um,
No, it's over there.
yeah, same with me.
Like
George Dickel, George Dickel Bourbon. It's a gold label. You can't
gold and
miss
black
it.
label.
It's a good looking bottle.
Yeah, it's got
Grab.
the normal George Dickel like bottle look, but it's got a bitchin' like label, and then it's got
Yeah,
the
the label looks good.
8 year big 8 year stable on it. So
Yeah.
um, you can't miss it. And none of their other ones say bourbon, so if it says bourbon on it, that's the one. And if it's gold. Uh, you know, the bonded, they have a lot of bonded ones, but like different years. The bonded's really good. You would like the bonded.
Yeah, I'm excited to try the other George Dickel. So far, they're pretty good.
They're not bad. I mean,
the first one was definitely not as good as this one, but they're both good. And
that was also $20.
Yeah, way different category. But
right.
It all in all, George Dickel makes a pretty good product so far. 2 whiskeys down. I don't know how many more to go.
They have a lot.
I would say just with the 2 we've done have proven themselves, and I know they're not a new company by any means. They're definitely old, but definitely worth the try. It is a very solid rating of 4.3, and let me run through it. Neat 4.0, Coke 4.2, Ice 4.3, and Old Fashioned 4.5. All very solid scores, selling off with 4.3. So very good whiskey, I gotta say. I'm torn. I really want to make another Old Fashioned.
I know. I don't have much left in mine.
But I was also like, I want a whiskey and Coke tonight.
I'm making a whiskey and Coke, but I'm going to use something else. I got some Jim Beam. I'm just going to do that.
See, what do we give Pendleton? Because I got Pendleton looking at me.
Pendleton sucks, dude. Pendleton sucks all the way around.
I think you're remembering it wrong. Let's see.
It was
Coke was the best way.
Yeah, but it's still not that great.
No, because Nita was a 3.6, Rocks was a 2, and then it was a 4.2 with Coke and a 3.7 with Old Fashioned. Well, Crown Royal was 3.8, 3.4. That's one thing so far with the 2 Canadian whiskeys, they get watered down. I'm curious.
Those are 40 proof, low proofs.
Yeah. But I'm curious what the other Canadian whiskeys we're going to be trying here this year.
They're going to be terrible.
I don't know. I'm going to be so surprised if we say Canadian Mist or freaking Hunter's Rye. I love the Hunter's Rye label. It looks really cool, just like Pendleton. So it's probably going to be terrible, or not terrible, but not as good.
We're going to do the blind with the budget Canadians.
They're all budget. They're all like $20.
Yeah, I know. But there's
honestly,
then there's like R&R,
oh,
dude.
God, no. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to have Crown and Pendleton even in on that mix to see if we could tell on the blind. So if we could find 3 others and have Crown and Pendleton right there with them.
Yeah. I think we should go.
Budget.
There's a lot of Canadian budgets, so I don't know if we should bring those 2 into it, but we'll see.
I would say so because those are the 2 most popular names, other than R&R.
Oh, the Mist is pretty big, and then Canadian.
I've never had Mist.
It's pretty big. Those
never
are big.
Had Canadian Club. Yeah, I know they're big.
Are. Yeah.
Just saying. So. Okay. All right, everybody. So this was George Dickel Bourbon, 2.3 category. I already went over the scores. Go grab yourself a bottle. Check it out. Let us know what you think. Yeah, you got anything else?
Yeah, dude. I mean, just what you said. Just let us know what you think of the George Dickel, and keep listening, keep subscribing, and send us that love. Send us that whiskey you want us to review, everybody. And
we're going to be doing more polls this year, so keep an eye out for those.
Yeah, this one won this last poll, and keep an eye out for the next one.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers, everybody.